Good morning, welcome to the Fit to Flourish podcast. Let's talk wellness, finance, and growth. What's up, guys? Mr. Fit to Flourish, and today I wanted to talk about what champions do to be successful. So, champions do daily what everyone does occasionally. All right. So, to be a champion, you got to think from the mindset of a champion. Don't think of a champion like, oh, look at LeBron, look at him. Look at him. We're not looking at him. No. We're thinking as LeBron. What is LeBron thinking right now? He's thinking, oh, kill, shoot threes, win championships. But to do that, I got to put in the work. Okay? And a lot of people are, oh man, it's getting kind of annoying. People want the shortcut. People want that fast track. When it comes to losing weight, they just want an injectable drug, or they just want this diet pill. Nobody wants to put in the work. You have to put in the work for sustainable results. That's just the way of life. Okay. When it comes to nature is going to tell us exactly how things work. So seeds, for example, you plant a seed. You're not going to keep digging it up saying, is the tree there yet? Like, you plant the seed today and then tomorrow you dig it up. You're going to keep sabotaging the process. Okay. You have to go through the process, and everything works out just fine. I'm dropping straight bars for this whole video. Okay. Everything's going to work out just fine. Your expectation is going to equal the results that you get. So if you expect to do well, you're going to do great. If you expect that things might go sour, things might go bad, then things will keep going bad because you're going to keep sabotaging the process. Okay. And it's the universe's job to submit to you, but it's not going to submit to you until you show that you trust in the process and that you know that whatever you think is going to happen is going to happen. Okay. Whether you think you're going to win or whether you think you're going to lose, both ideas are correct. Okay. So whatever you think is going to happen is going to happen. You create this reality, right? And the way to get things in this life is this simple equation. What is the equation? It is desire plus non-resistance equals your desired result. Okay, so your desire, the universe knows what you want. Okay, like we know, okay, you want the Lambo, you want the big house, you want that significant other. Okay, who cares? We know. So desire plus non-resistance, just let it happen. Go live your life. But most importantly, be the person that already has those things, and those things will be added onto you. It says that in the Bible, okay? But as long as you think from that lack state, like, oh man, I wish I had this, or I wish I had that. Oh man, I don't have this. You're going to stay in the lack mindset. I'm trying to beat this into people's heads. You're going to stay in that lack mindset, and you're always going to be the person who wanted the thing. You're always going to be just an inch away from this or an inch away from that, because you're still thinking like, oh man, I want that thing. Think of it as I already have it. And I'm thankful for everything that I currently have. And that's going to attract more things to you. That's how you're going to get the thing. But if you keep going, oh, I want this, then the universe is going to say, oh, well, he wants this thing. He's chasing this thing. So that thing has to keep running. As long as you're chasing something, that means that something is running from you. But if you have something, you're just chilling. That's how things get attracted to you. Okay. And then again, going back to champions, what do champions do to be successful? They put in the work. Okay. They understand that there are 8 billion people in the world. And in order to be an outlier, they're going to have to do things that normal people do occasionally. They have to do that every single day. That means showing up. That means discipline. That might mean getting in the weight room. If you're a trader, that might mean getting on the charts every single day, studying different algorithms, different TAs, technical analysis, different indicators, different strategies. You have to study that more than anyone else. If you're a quarterback, you got to study the plays more than anybody else. If you want to be in the NFL, if you want to be a pro, you're going to have to study more than anybody else. You got to go to the weight room more than anybody else. You got to put in more reps than anybody else. That's what's going to separate you from the best. That separates the best from the rest, okay? The best from the rest. And going back to the whole seed idea of, okay, you're going to have to go through the process. You plant the seed, give it months and months and months, and it will grow, and it'll grow into a tree. You don't have to keep checking on it. You don't have to keep checking on your result. Again, I said this in another video. It's kind of like you put in an order with your waiter. You go to a fancy restaurant. You're with the significant other, and you put in an order with the waiter. You say, "Oh, I'd like to have the red wine and lobster." So you say, "I want the red wine and lobster." The waiter says, "Oh, okay. I'll be right back." They turn around and you grab them. And you're like, "Did you get that? The red wine and lobster?" They're like, I got it. We're gonna go get it." And then they turn around to go get it again. They take one step. You grab them and you're like, "Where is it? Where's my red wine and lobster? Where is it?" He's like, "Bro, it's coming. Chill." He takes 10 more steps and you're like, hey. He turns around annoyed. And you're like, "Is the red, wine, and lobster coming?" And he's like, "Bruh, get out." Just get out. Just get out, okay? And that's what it is. That's what it's like when you keep trying to check on these results, okay? You keep checking on these results. Like you just started a weight loss journey, and in 2 days you're expecting to be down 20 pounds. You're like, "Oh man, I haven't lost any weight yet." Stop checking in on the result. Be the person who does the thing instead. Every single day, be the person. What does someone who is in shape do? Me, I freaking walk 10K steps every single day. I go to the gym 4 to 5 times a week. And that's just who I am. That's what I do. I'm not trying to achieve something. I'm just that person. I am him. Okay, I am him. I'm the one who does that. So you can't be thinking of a person or of a thing. You have to think from that thing. What does that person do? What is the version of yourself, the highest version of yourself, who has the cars, who has the who has the house, who has the pets, who has the money, who has the finances in order, who has the business? How does that person think? What are they doing on a day-to-day basis? Don't think of it. Don't think like, "Oh man, that would be cool. Oh, look at that thing. Oh, like the Lambo. Look at the house. That's cool. That would be cool, right? Oh, what if I was in shape, man, that would be cool." No. Stop that right now, because that is exactly what you're doing. And you keep watching all these stupid manifestation videos thinking, "Oh, if I just bang on the crystal and knock on the door 3 times, it's going to come. If I say it 4 times, it's going to come." No, it's not. You got to put in the work. You got to take the action. Okay? There's two dualities, 2 parts of life. There's your imagination, and then there is reality, which is where you take the action for the thing from your imagination to come. It has to work together. That's yin and yang. Okay? The 2 dualities, your imagination and then the 3D reality. It's kind of like a printer. Okay, you think of what you want and then you print it in this 3D reality. But in order to print it, you got to take action. The levers got to start moving. They got to start moving. Okay, got to put in that work. So again, going back to the seeds and the trees, you could learn from nature. I'm telling you right now, there's a root system and there's a fruit system. Now, I learned this from Myron Golden, the GOAT. Okay, root system and a fruit system. The root system is the part that you don't see. So that's the part, because trees, they grow in 2 directions, and everybody grows in 2 directions. So trees, they grow their roots under the ground, and the roots actually grow first. That's the part that you don't see. Okay, the roots are growing under the ground. Okay, and then above, later on, you start to see the tree. That's the fruit system. Okay, so the root system and then the fruit system. And the fruit system has a phototropic nature, which means it grows towards light. And then the roots are a dark. Pretty much they grow in the dark, okay? Now that dark part is your grind. That represents your grind. So it's going to take a lot of work. All those roots have to grow first. You create a base first. And then you're going to start seeing small progress. So you see this little flower come out of the ground. Next thing you know, it's a small tree with branches. Next thing you know, it's a large oak tree or a large apple tree with a ton of branches, a ton of apples, and it's growing, it's flourishing. But what did that take? It took the groundwork, literally. Okay, it took the groundwork. All those roots have to grow. So you have to grow in 2 directions. You have to grow not only in your image, but also in the work that you're putting in on a day-to-day basis. Okay, the root system, the work you put in, that grind, and the fruit system, the fruits of your labor, that Lamborghini, that big house, the women, the finances, all that stuff is going to be added unto you as long as you put in the work. As long as you put in the work. So everyone out there, please, Oh my gosh, stop hating on other people and what they have. They put in the work, or they were in the right place at the right time because they had the mindset or the wherewithal to sit down, deliberate, and think about it strategically. Still putting in the work. Essentially, still putting in the work. Okay, so stop looking at others and what they have and expecting that you have the same thing when you did not put in the work. I'm getting tired of it when it comes to trading. There's people who are like, oh man, like I didn't get that $1,000 gain, or I didn't get that 40% gain, because you don't do anything. You literally play video games. You play video games all day, and then you come to trade, and then you expect the same gains that I have, or that someone else who's been trading for 10 years have, or this person I know has been showing up to a ton of learnings. This person I know put in work. They've been working for every single day for a couple hours, looking at charts, looking at graphs and stuff. They've been putting in the work. And then you go over here, you play video games, you expect to make the same amount of money. Or you go over here, you play video games, you expect to look the same in terms of physique, the muscles and all that stuff. You don't go to the gym but once a month. Don't do it. Stop the false expectations and go put the work in. Or else you don't want to be a champion. Because champions do daily what everyone else does occasionally. It's Mr. Fit to Flourish. Your boy. I'm out.
It's the process of the grind that shapes you and forms you. It's not the game. You think you become a champion on the field? You don't. You become a champion when ain't nobody watching you. You're doing your own drills in your own way. You're doing what coach tell you to do, and you're doing your own stuff. You become a champion in the dark when ain't. It is the